Welcome back. We're covering 20 key actions to increase sales in this video series. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up, and click the alert button so you don't miss content. And if you know of anybody that could use this video series that can help them in their business in terms of increasing their sales, maybe they're not good at it, maybe it's not something they enjoy, but they need to hear this. Feel free to share this video, this series as well, and I will leave a link to this series and the playlist in the description below. And what I want to encourage you to do before you start listening to any of these or listen to this video and then listen to this afterwards, you got to take a listen to the sales success diagram in terms of what AAC stands for and why you need to incorporate this into your life as a whole before you're even trying to implement these 20 key actions. So we're going to cover number 16 and 15 here today. Practice your elevator pitch. Covered that in the prior video. And I explained what an elevator pitch is. You have to develop it, but once you develop it, you need to practice it, right? And the more you practice it, the more easy it's going to come for you to share it and talk to people about it. You're not even going to think twice about it. This may involve just you cold calling. And again, that's something I want to encourage you to do, right? If you're not and I'll cover this in another video, but you need to do this. But the more you do that, the easier it is for you to practice this real time. But if not, look in the mirror. Practice it 10 times a night. Just keep going and going and going. Have it written down. Covered that in the last video. You need to develop your pitch deck, and you need to go over all your materials and know why your business and service is awesome. So if you are not practicing your elevator pitch, you may have one, but if you're stumbling along and you can't remember what your elevator pitch is, again, that's not going to put you in a good position to actually close the deal or potentially take advantage of opportunities that come up. Number 15, you should join at least one networking group. Now, that may be the Chamber of Commerce. There's all kinds of networking groups out there. You could do a Google search, and a lot of times if you join one of these networking groups, let's say that they'll pair you up with, a printer, that actually prints out, paper and signs and things like that. Maybe you're involved with an accountant. And what'll happen in these networking groups is you guys will share leads. The Chamber of Commerce does a great job also in terms of getting speakers to come in, and they have little, hors d'oeuvres or, after hours. There's all kinds of affinity groups as well where you can go in and join those. And maybe it's something that you have an opportunity to share what your business and service does. Now, you got to be careful at these events too, because I think the chambers sometimes, the chambers of commerce get this bad rap of, hey, I went there to join, and I was pitched to more than than I actually was able to pitch. And again, that's good because that shows you what somebody out there is willing and trying to do, right? They're trying to take advantage of, the audience that's there, the captive audience, which was you at the time. But you also need to share as well and be willing to do that same type of thing in terms of talk about why you are great, why your company is great, or why your service is great. If you're not joining at least one networking group, and again, I'm not going to recommend one over the other, talk about the local chamber because that's just something good for you to do. They do a lot of things in your local community to help you and help bring business in that benefits you in a different non-direct way. But you need to find and do a Google search in terms of what that one networking group is that you join, and then try out a couple of them. Don't just pick the first one and then go and maybe you don't like it. Get a list of 10 that you're going to attend the first icebreaker or the group get together, especially once we get out of this current time that we're living in. But there'll be virtual ones as well. And go and attend multiple ones and see which one offers the best synergy for you and fits your personality the best. But if you're not doing this, this is another key action item that you have to do because of the context that you come into there that might lead to some opportunities down the line. If you also haven't listened to my interview with Scott Brown, the CEO of Warmbyte, his video game company, I encourage you to listen to that as well. It's in the videos in our section and in the playlist for the small biz shoutouts. But he talks about opportunities that came to him that had nothing to do with his sales. It had everything to do with just people that he knew. And the business came to him when he wasn't expecting it, but needed it also. So strongly encourage you to listen to that interview as well. It's great stuff from Scott Brown. And again, practice your elevator pitch. Even if you've developed it, you got to practice it and then join at least one networking group. Thanks again. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, click the alert button, and share this video with anybody else that you feel could use this video. And then also click the playlist and listen to the first video about AAC. It's very important.